Then we're not waiting for anyone else to join. Okay, let's go then. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my browser okay there?
Yes, we can. Thank you. Yes.
Great. So yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to this training on Multi-Me. It's specifically for buddies, who are the people who are supporting our guys with learning disabilities, who are using the system. And this training is really about that buddy role, what the buddy role is, what it involves, and some of the features that you can use as a buddy. So this first training is an introduction training session. Today is kind of an onboarding. So I want to get staff, people that haven't logged into Multi-Me yet, onboarded themselves, logged in and registered. And also I'm going to have a kind of look at overview. There's a bit of a guide that we can look through to give you an overview of the buddy role. The session 2, which is on the November the 18th, is specifically about how the buddy can manage a supported user. And then the third session is on the 25th of November, is about how the buddy can actually manage the access of the members in the supported user circle. So managing the circle for that individual. Great. So, and you can find these training sessions in your calendar when you log in. If you go back to your calendar, you'll see the buddy training today. But if you could click on Find Events, you can see all the events from the Stay Connected project. And if you just search for buddy, you'll see all the buddy ones come up like that. Great. Okay, so we've created something we call a buddy guide, which we've added in the media area in a folder of resources. So I'll just show you that as well. So I've clicked on my media. If I go to my media, I see a folder called Project Resources, Stay Connected at the top there. Click on that, and there's two subfolders, flyers and consent forms. There's an overview of the training here, the welcome letter to the project that you will have already received, and then there's another document called the buddy guide. So I'm going to click on that, and that will open up the PDF version of the buddy guide. Just to say quickly before I go on to the buddy guide, if I click at the top there where it says my stuff changes, I can see that there's a little article there that shows you the two different views that you get, whether you're a buddy logging in or you're a supported user. So we've got two different layouts, a more practical layout for buddies so they can access supported users and their stuff, and a more accessible view for supported users that don't see quite so much information on the screen. So what is a buddy? So on Multi-Me, we have a system to safeguard vulnerable users, such as people with learning difficulties, support them and help them build up their Multi-Me accounts and build up their circles of support, their support networks on the system. And we call that role a buddy. It's a kind of guardian role, and typically the sort of people that are buddies are people that are key workers or supporters, or they could be family members as well that take that buddy role for the individual. They're nominated by what we call account holders, the person that manages the account for your organization. So they define who the buddies are in that organization and who they're matched up with. You can see a kind of diagram of how the account works. So the account holder at the top, who manages and defines the buddies and defines the supported users. And we have two main types of users on Multi-Me, the buddies and the supported users. Supported users are those people that are, very heart of Multi-Me, people with learning disabilities, other vulnerable users, and they can be linked to any number of buddies, and buddies can be linked to any number of supported users. There's also another category of users we call general users, who are users that are not any of the above. So, but they might well be people that could be invited into a supported users circle, for instance. Say it's a physio or a family member that gets invited into a circle. That we call those general users because they don't take on the buddy role. So the buddy can manage the supported users permission settings. So you can go into the user's account. There's a manage this user feature that allows you to turn off and on certain things, certain kind of features and permissions for the user, or confirm, which means, you know, moderate or veto those things. So if a user, if we were concerned about a certain user posting and sharing pictures or information without the buddy moderating that first, or having cited that before it goes live, we can set that up so that the buddy gets a notification of the user's post before it goes live. So that's about the buddy managing the user's permission settings. The buddy can also reset the user's password and profile settings. So if the supported user is having trouble logging in, forgotten their password, the buddy can actually reset the password, give them a new password. The buddy can also manage what items the supported user has on their own dashboard. So there is a section where they can switch on or off these features. So by default, the supported user will see the circle, the diary, the wiki, the calendar, and the media area. But we've switched off goals by default because we felt that that wasn't something that they'll tend to make that much use of. But any of these other items can be switched on or off for that individual to make a really personalized dashboard for them. So the buddy can also manage the supported user's content. So a buddy can access, for instance, a user's wiki and create sections of the wiki and define who can see what sections of the wiki and who has read or write access to those sections. Even the wiki owner, the supported user themselves, we can switch off their right access to certain aspects of the Multi-Me toolkit. For instance, the wiki, if there's information there that you know, we don't want to get lost or overwritten, or is sensitive in its nature. So the buddy can also access a supported user's stuff. So access other people's access, sorry, can manage other people's access to a supported user stuff. So within that supported user's circle, the buddy can look at who has access to what and turn on or off access to certain aspects. For instance, you could give the physio read access to certain aspects of the wiki, certain parts of the wiki, or even write access if they were going to add in physio reports or videos onto the wiki. So the buddy can manage who can see what and who has what level of access to the supported users stuff. The buddy gets notifications as well. So if you've added in email address to your account as a buddy, you will get notifications when a user wants to post something and you need to confirm that, veto that, or if someone sent another request, but also just for general activity for that supported user, you can get email notifications sent to you. Yeah, and to say that in the help menu, there are a number of different help articles in general for Multi-Me, but also there's a section on, it's called Advanced and Buddy Guides, a section on the buddy features. There's quite a lot of detailed articles about what you can do as a buddy there. And also there's a this guide, the buddy guide, is on there if you want to access it at any time.
Thank you, Charlie. That's very useful. Any questions from anybody before we move on?
Yes, this stuff's going to get posted out to us all, so that I need to distribute this to different managers, yeah? And this training is going to be posted out to us.
Correct.
And I can share it with other managers online, yeah?
Correct, yes.
And everything that Charlie has shown us is going to be in that package.
Yes, and it's all recorded as well. So we're recording the session, so you have the recording, you've got all the materials, all the user guide that Charlie was just showing, plus this video recording from today as well.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Yeah, and just to say, Ken, that the resources are also, when you log in to Multi-Me, the resources are also there in your My Stuff and the media area.
Yeah.
And you click on your media and you'll see at the top the project resources for Stay Connected folder.
Yeah.
The buddy guides in there.
Yeah.
We'll probably put the video also in there of this recording. These other folders are also, so this is session 1 for Stay Connected, session 2. So you'll get the training sessions come in as separate folders.
Okay, that's great, Charlie.
So,
thank you.
On session 1, for instance, you'll see the session 1 activity sheet and then all the getting started videos there as well. So everything will be on there in your media area as well.
Just one last question. What is the difference between Wikirix and Multi-Me? Because I've been curious about that.
So basically, Multi-Me is the whole platform. So
Yeah.
it's the secure social network, it's the buddy feature, it's the circle, it's the diary, it's the calendar, it's the goal tool. But the wiki is the RIX Research and Media developed a tool called RIX Wiki.
Yeah.
So what we've done is we've worked with RIX to create a version of their wiki on our dashboard. So now we've added that RIX Wiki tool to the selection of tools that you can use.
Yeah. The reason for asking, I was familiar with the wiki stuff, and it reminded me quite a lot of that. And I was just wondering what the difference was, Charlie. That was all. I was just curious. Yeah.
So it adds the RIX Wiki tool to the platform, basically.
Okay.
The Multi-Me platform.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Gosha, we were going to run through the activity sheet now for getting people started.
Yes, so we're going to go step by step. So we have 5 steps today, yes, to complete initially. Yeah. So we're going to, rather than showing the whole activity sheet, I think we can go one by one with the videos and then making sure that people follow those activities. So ideally, at this point, everybody have access to 2 devices if possible. So you have, for example, your computer that you are on and maybe your mobile phone or your tablet. Ideally, don't worry if not, if you only have one device that you're joining from, then that's okay. All that means that you might open 2 windows. One would be for Multi-Me and one would be for Teams. So you can at the same time participate in taking those activities and at the same time see what is happening on the screen, so you can see the directions, if you like, the instructions. So hopefully that's okay. And yes.
The only thing is, do people have their usernames and passwords yet? Because they've only been quite recently done, some of them, I don't know. We've got some people shaking their heads, no. So yeah, so I wonder whether it's, if you've got your username and password, then have a go at logging in and trying what we're doing on the screen. If not, you can do it later. So you know where, if you watch this, you'll see how to do it. It's very simple. And when you get username and password, you can do it. Is that okay?
Yeah. If people, have we emailed those usernames and passwords to people?
I think most of them have been emailed to the managers there now, but that was only sort of last night. So
Okay,
probably haven't had a chance to sort of getting them out there yet.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah, okay. So if there are any questions during this presentation, do put them in the chat. I also posted, and I will be able to answer them. I've also posted a request in the chat for everybody to just say who they are and which organization you are from, so we have a record of who attended this session. So if you haven't done it already, please do so. And Ramandeep, you are raising your hand. Would you like to ask a
Yeah,
question?
I have a question. Yeah, I have this tablet. So this is the new one. Yeah, please can you help me to do like what I have to type to write so I can do it on this one as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Right?
Yes, we will be giving you those instructions.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Do you have a username and password, Ramandeep?
I have to use on here.
Yeah, but do you have a password, a username and password for MultiMe yet sent to you or not?
No.
Okay, yeah, so you're going to need that in order to log in.
Okay.
So you might just have to watch and do it when you've got your username and password.
Okay, so I have to wait here for that.
Yeah, yeah. Does anybody have their username and password yet or not? No, I think.
Bhumi, you're saying something, but you're muted. Do you have your username and password?
No, I haven't.
You haven't.
Yeah.
So in which case, yeah, let's watch. But I wonder if because we've set that those passwords as a standard sort of one, didn't we? I'm just wondering whether we could share it now. So because I think if you did try to follow up with those activities as we're going through, then just to make sure that that we onboarded people. Otherwise, we're losing the audience. I feel so. I can ask Kanchan and send them to you.
Yeah, I mean, Sasha, the username passwords I've kept in the Google Drive. If you want to have a look at that and try and match username and passwords to participants here, they should all be on there. Yeah. They're in folders to do with the site. So if it's Lewisham or Redbridge.
Okay. I'll try to do that as we go.
You could try, but it might be a bit difficult doing it kind of on the fly now, I would say.
Yes, but because we will be changing, so I just feel in terms of security, I'm not worried about posting your username and passwords into the chat.
No.
Because you will be changing that as one of the first activities.
Well, yeah, and in general, we've got one password, and the username is generally your first name with a dot and then your last name, so without a space. So Charlie.Levinson would be my username, and then your passwords are all Stay Connected, SC for Stay Connected, and then Let Me In with a capital L, all in one word. But gosh, if I could task you with that, then while I run through it.
Yes. But can you just say again, SC Let Me In?
Yeah, I'll put it in, but so there might be a few variations. This is why it might create problems. But I'll put it in the chat. So it'd be first name dot surname, like that is username. And then passwords SC Let Me In.
So the username is not case sensitive, but password is. So please make sure that your password that you have exactly the same, capital S, capital C, capital L, and then the rest is small. So try logging in, and if you're not able to, then put that in the chat, and I will dig the details out for you.
I think some of the older passwords were slightly different, so I'll put that one in as well, just in case that one doesn't work. Okay. You can have a go. All right, so I'll just run through it, shall I, on the screen?
Yes, please do.
Okay. Right, so, okay, so I'm just going to run through, I'm not going to demo it, I'm just going to run through the activity sheet. So if I go to my media and under session 1, Stay Connected, this is the activity sheet that that's developed for the supported users, but it's relevant to all of us in setting up our accounts. So if I click on MultiMe session 1 PDF, that opens up the PDF sheet there. And you can see there's a number of activities in session 1. We have little badges for number 1 for supported users. So when they complete session 1, they can tick all these activities off as complete, and we'll give them an actual badge, a real badge. The RICS can send them out for the different levels of achievement. So the first activity is getting started with RICS MultiMe. There's a link to the video there. You can click on that link. If you want to print this out, this activity sheet, that's great. You could print it out, and then you can use this QR code to take you straight to the video. So we'll just click on the video link there and have a look at activity number 1, which is getting started, logging in and getting set up with your Multi-Me.
To get started with your Multi-Me, go to multime.com. That's multime.com and enter. This takes you to the Multi-Me website, and you're looking for login on the top right of the page. Click on login, and this will take you to the Multi-Me login page. You need to put in the username and password given to you by your staff or support worker. Then click on the green button to sign in. A window pops up called Your Privacy Matters. If you're worried about the way Multi-Me use your information, speak to your staff. Otherwise, click on the 2 buttons at the bottom of the page to show that you're okay with this, and then click on the green button. The next window says, please add your first name and last name so other users can easily identify you on Multi-Me. I'm going to put my name in, and then I'm going to click on the green Save button. Now it's time to add your profile picture. You can do this using the camera on your smartphone, tablet or computer, but I'm just going to grab one from my desktop. Here we go, J Smith, and open. You can crop your picture by moving the little white squares. When you're happy with it, press the green Select button. The last window says you haven't added anything to your profile yet. So I'm going to click on the Go to Profile button. That takes me to my profile, and where do I go? You click on the green Add Post button. Right, what shall I say? I'm going to say, hi everyone, my name is Jay, and I like playing the guitar and hanging out with my girlfriend. I'm going to add a sticker to that. Let's see, oh, there's lots. Oh yes, I like that one, because that's what I like doing with my girlfriend. Click on Select, and then click on the green Add button. And there it is, my first post on Multi-Me. In the next videos, we'll show you how Multi-Me can help you stay connected with your friends and support workers.
Okay, did you manage to get that video okay?
Yeah.
So do you want to try it out now? If you can try going in and following those steps. So it's your chance to go to multime.com.
Have people managed, anybody managed to log in with their usernames?
So we have give any password, yeah?
No. So you go into multime.com and you use your username is your first name, full stop, surname.
Yeah.
And then the password we're asking you to try, it's probably that one, which is capital S, capital C,
Yeah.
capital L,
Yeah.
and lowercase e,
Yeah.
T,
T for?
T for tango,
Okay.
M for mother,
Yeah.
E, and then I-N. So it's let me in, if you read it.
Okay, let me in. Yeah. Yeah.
What capital L? So
Yeah.
SCL and let me in, small
Yeah.
letters. And it's case sensitive, so you must make it exactly like that.
Yeah.
And so you go into multime.com and then putting those this password. If your account was created some time ago, because you've already joined previously, your old password could have been 8.
Okay.
New one. So if you try logging in now, tries to log in as we speak, that would be good. So you go into multime.com. I posted that on on the chat.
Then what?
And and on the top right hand corner on the top there is this little icon to log in. You click on that one.
Yeah.
And then you put in your username and password. So see if you all can log in.
Can I just ask, the username, is it just my first name dot my surname? That's it.
Correct.
It should be, but I'm not 100%. You know, we might not have registered you yet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I can't log in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your first name, full stop surname.
Yeah, I've done that.
Can you put that in the chat, and then I can check against our.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
Charlie can then quickly create
Yeah,
that.
good idea. If you put your first into the chat, that'd be great. Or even, yeah, no, that's best. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I also can't do it. My one, it's not.
So again, if you put your first name and your surname in the chat, so and the organization you are from, so we make sure that we link you to the correct organization.
Yeah.
That would
Sorry,
be.
Sophia,
I
Yeah.
can.
I've
I
got the
can-
multi.
Yeah, I'm in.
Right?
Yes. Sorry,
Somebody's in? Wow, that's
But I
good.
haven't, there's nowhere where it says login.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen to show
You on a phone? Are you on a phone?
I am on a phone.
Yeah. So there's three little
dot.
dots at
Yeah.
the top right. Click on that, and then you'll see the login there.
New tab, incognito, bookmark. I hasn't got login on this tab. Just get new tab, recent tabs, downloads, finding page, add to home screen, settings, help and feedback, Charlie. There's automatic login.
No, so Ken, can you see my phone?
I can.
Can you see those three little dots, the red
I've
dots?
done that. Can you see my phone? No, you probably can't.
Hand, because you have the background on. So when you click on those three dots,
Which I've done.
which you have done, the last option on the bottom says log in. So you have all these different things, but on the bottom is log in.
But it doesn't say that at all on my tabs.
So when you click on those
The
three,
last buttons I've got is help and feedback.
Is that that's definitely multi-me? Is it you're going to, not the Rix one?
No, it's multi-me, Charlie. Multi-me is a secure social platform. Learn more, blah, blah, blah. Definitely multi-me. Go in, new tab, incognito tab, bookmark.
No, because what you're doing, I know what you're doing. You are clicking on the extra tabs for your browser. This is why. So you need to, so not your browser extra tabs.
Okay.
On the top, those. Yeah, so when I click on that.
What? The search button?
Not the search button. There is.
To do a demo, I'll just show you on the screen.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
So those little dots, right? Okay, I'll just do a demo. I'll just show you on the screen.
See, it's a little bit more complicated, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's good to have that session to troubleshoot those, because that's why we here.
Fire away, Charlie.
So if you're looking at it on a mobile,
Which I am.
you will get this. So these dots here are the ones we're talking about, not these ones up here. And I think that's what. So that is a bit confusing. Yeah, but this is the website, whereas that's your browser up there.
Now it's
So
coming out.
these dots here.
Oh yes, got you.
There you go, and then you get the login down there. So yeah,
Well, hang on, wait a minute.
it's the marketing site's a little bit unclear on mobile. I agree.
Still not coming up though, Charlie. I've got to say, I'm pressing on these three orange buttons that you've suggested,
Yeah.
and nothing's happening. Multi-me screen.
So try again, because sometimes you need to sort of, yeah.
It should say home, overview, user stories, and then underneath it says login.
No, I'm just getting the usual website that says learn more, overview, about me, media stuff. No, hang on, wait a minute. Wait, that's to the very bottom.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Log in.
Well done.
Oh, got there.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Not quite as easy as you make it out to be, though. I'm thinking about trying to explain this to someone who's got a disability.
Yeah, with the phone, I mean, I agree that might be a bit confusing, but this is why we have you here. We are here to support you and
Okay.
persevere and succeed. So well done.
So my username is just my first name with dot followed by my surname.
Correct.
And did you say it was case sensitive?
Not the username, but password is.
Okay. And the password, it needs to be capital S and capital C, is that right?
Capital L.
Capital CS, capital C, capital L,
And then it's let.
E-T-M-I-N.
Mhm.
Okay, so I've got Olubunmi.
Yeah,
Me.
I'm gonna try and log in now.
I've just sent you that.
Okay.
And Ramdeep. I mean, this is the thing, like struggling with logins can take a long time, so we might not be able to spend too much time doing this. And you will be sent your login afterwards with detailed instructions. So Ramdeep, is it Ramdeep?
Yeah, Ramandeep Benz.
Ramandeep. And which organization are you from, Ramandeep?
Sahara Care. I'm with Poland.
With which one? Sorry.
Sahara Care Home. Yeah.
Sahara Care Home.
Is that with Redbridge?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new, is it?
Yeah.
Just put Sahara. I will link it. I know.
Yeah, keep note of that, Gosha, because I don't know if we've set that one up yet.
Okay.
No, it's just refusing to let me in. It's saying enter the correct username, enter the correct password. We keep
Okay.
doing this. I think
So listen to what you've missed a lot, but listen in now. What's going on? Just take some notes from now. Right, I had to go in a different way, but at least we're in. Ask. Just saying you missed the first half an hour due to technical issues.
Yeah, it's not letting me in.
Okay. Because I
Have
think.
you got an account yet, Ken? We'll have to create an account. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right. Anyway, it's all good practice. So shall I carry on with the next activity now? Gosha, do you think that's a good idea?
Just to let you with people, because sorry, I'm going to sit the camera on. Yesterday I set my account for one of the service users, and we were trying and texting each other, and he was so excited. And we found that it's easier on the computer than on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody's having trouble with the phone, I would recommend to do over the computer because it's much easier. And then even the service user found it, and we were working about to buy a new device because the phone was too little to do everything. So people might find it easier to do it in the computer instead of use the phone.
Good, thank you, Maria. That's very good advice. And what I wanted to just add for everybody, because like what it looks like, not everybody have their login details, and it might take a bit of time to trying to log in. We will be sending those login details to you again if you haven't received them yet later today. I will address that straight after the session or in the afternoon. I also wanted to make sure that you all know that every day at 4 o'clock we are running support sessions. So you can log in, and we give you this link again. You can log in every day at 4 o'clock from 4 to 5. There is always somebody on there to help and guide and support. So if you need it one-to-one, just get in onto that session and we will support you there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've logged in now.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done.
So we
Great.
can move to the next activity.
No, that's a really good point. We can sort of spend a lot more time one-to-one working with you on those support sessions. Yeah. So yeah, great. And those are in your calendar as well. When you manage to log into Multime, you'll see them there. Great.
But yes, we will be emailing all of that as well, because I understand that if you did not manage to log in, then you don't have access to any of it. Don't worry.
So I'm just going to log back into my RIX one. So I've got a few accounts. And then I'm going to go back to that activity sheet. So go to my stuff, my media. And then session 1, I've got my activity sheet there. So we did the getting started with RIX Multime. Now we've got change your password. So basically I've given you all temporary passwords, and it is very much recommended that you change that password to something that more secure, obviously, especially as you're going to be having access to some supported users' data. So I'll just run through how to change your password video.
To change change your password in Multi.me, click on your picture in the top right-hand corner and choose Settings. Here, you will see 3 tabs along the top, and we want My Password. In the top, you put the password you have at the moment, and then the new one you want to have, and then put the new one in again, and click on the green button, Update Password. If you want to have a picture password on Multi.me, then put in your current password like we did before, and then click on the yellow key next to New Password. Now choose 3 pictures, 1, 2, 3, and click OK. Then click on the yellow key next to New Password again, and click on the same 3 pictures. Click OK, and Update Password. Remember, you should never share your passwords with other people.
Okay, so that was a little instruction on how to update your password, and for supported users mainly, you can use the picture password for an easier login. The picture password does provide a secure password. It's be very difficult to hack because each picture character contains many different symbols, complex symbols. So you can either use the picture password, which is a secure but accessible option, or just a regular secure password of at least 8 characters. Is that okay? Are people okay with that one? Oh, the other thing to say also is when you go to the login screen, there is a little button that that says, I'll just show you. When you go to the login page, you'll come to a page like this. There is a little box here that says keep me logged in on this device. So you can, if it's the user's own, if it's your own device, it's not a public device or a shared device, then I recommend that you click on that keep me logged in, and then you won't have to keep logging in to that account. But obviously if it's a shared device, very much don't click on that, don't stay logged in, because then other people will be able to access your account. Where am I? There. Is that okay? Everybody okay with that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So then the next activity is go to my stuff and see what's there. So this is from the supported user's point of view. You will have a slightly different view on your login, like you saw before with the simple kind of tiles, but it's quite a similar.
Let's take a closer look at the RIX Multi.me toolkit. Click on My Stuff, the 4 squares in the top menu. Here you can see My Circle for your circle of support, My Diary, My RIX Wiki for your About Me information, My Calendar, where you can store all your photos and videos so you can use them again. With Multi.me, you can share things you enjoy doing, like cooking, art, or music.
So that's just familiarizing yourself with the different tools. There's another activity. The next activity is add people to your. So you've got a little video here which I can show you on how to add people into your circle. Your circle is very much like friends on Facebook, but for supported users, you can break that down into different categories of friends, family, and supporters.
To add people to your circle, go to My Circle. You can do this here in the top right-hand corner, or you can go to My Stuff and click on My Circle. Here you'll see the people in your circle. I've got Andy, Gosha, and my twin Rich. To add more people, click on the Invite Users button. I think I'm going to invite AJ3. So select, and now select a category. We've got friends, family, support, and other. Okay, I'm going to choose friends and send invitation. Your circle invitation has been sent. Please wait for approval. Okay. In the next video, we'll look at how you can have a chat with the people in your circle.
Okay, so when you invite people, you might not see a lot of people there, partly because you're not in the same groups as people. So we basically Multime works by the visibility of different users depends on which groups you're in. So if we add you into a group with other users, then you'll see those people as potential people you can add into your circle. But it's not like a kind of mainstream social network where you can just search anybody. Although as a buddy, if you log in and have a look, you do have the option to add public people, which wouldn't include supported users who would be by default hidden. So if I click on my circle here and then invite users, and if I can't see them down on this list here, if you click on the show public users, you can maybe search for them here. There we go. So these are all buddies or other users that are not supported users that are outside of my groups. Basically, they're public users. So if you can't find them in that list there, click on show public users and search for them there. You'll see nothing unless you search. You have to search. It won't just give you a view of everybody on Multime. You have to search. So if I searched for pool, for instance, the pools will come up there that are public users. Okay, does that make sense to people?
Yeah, I mean, the public bit doesn't really make that much sense, I've got to say, and I don't think I would be encouraging people to play with that until they've mastered the other bit. No, just in terms of inviting their circles and their friends.
Yes, so it is about building that sort of smaller circle of support around the individual. It's not about mainstream social networking, but we have the different types of users. For supported users, by default, they are not public users. Yeah, so you cannot search them from other parts of Multime. You can only find them if you're added into their group or you're in their circle. Yeah, just to be clear. But the buddies and other users that are not supported users by default are public. You can change that setting in your profile if you don't want to be public, but we felt that was a useful feature because it can be quite difficult to find people otherwise. You might find a social worker that's based in Flintshire, for instance, want to find someone from another provider in the same region, but because they're not in the same account, they can't. So if you make yourself a public user, then you can easily find other staff or other members that way. I'll just show you where you change that setting if you want to. So if you wanted to be a private user, you go to the settings area again. So click on the little icon at the top, go to settings, and in profile settings tab, you see there's a little button here that says hide my profile. So if you hide my profile, that will become the same setting as the supported users. You'll only be visible to people in the groups that you're added into. You won't be able to be searched.
Use this one to sign on and be trying to use it. Later, we'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, so the next video is about having a chat with people in your circle. So I'll click on the video, we'll watch that.
Now that you've added people to your circle, why not have a chat with them? Click on Chat in the top menu, and then click on Start New. This opens up your circle. Choose who you want to have a chat with, and click the green Select button. You can give your chat a name if you want. I want to post a voice message to the chat, so I'm going to click on Add Media and then Audio. To use your phone, tablet or laptop to record your message, click on Record Audio. If a message pops up asking if this website can use your microphone, choose Allow, and then when you're ready to record, click on the green Record button. Check out the new audio feature on Chats in Multime. Now we can send a message with our voices. Dun, 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 dun. Bye. Click on the blue stop button to end your recording. Check that you can see the recording up here, and then click on the green Save button. While that's uploading, I'm going to type a quick message in here. Hi all, check out my audio experiment. And I think I'll add a sticker to that. And I know there's a nice cassette in here somewhere. That brings back memories. Click on select. There's my message and it's ready to go. So click on the green send button. And it is. Should we see what it sounds like? Hey guys, check out the new audio feature on chats in Multime. Now we can send a message with our voices. Dun, 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 dun. Bye. You can also share photos and videos in your chats, and you can do this straight from your phone, your tablet, or your laptop.
Great. So yeah, I mean, the advantage of using your phone actually, is that when you do master using your phone, it is optimized so that it does work well on your phone, but maybe a little bit tricky finding the login for the first time. But once you've found it, you can bookmark that login to your home page. So it appears a bit like an app on your phone. Just click on that; it will take you straight to the login page. If it's your own phone, you can stay logged in as well. You can click on that "Keep Me Logged In." So it will behave very much like a native app, an app that you download from the App Store, and appear like that on your phone home screen. The advantage of obviously using your phone is that you can access all your media, your photos and videos a lot more easily sometimes than if you're using it from a laptop that doesn't have those photos on it. Just to say a little bit about the chats as well. As a buddy, if you go to the chats and start a new chat, you have this drop down feature here. So it means that if I manage any circle, so if I'm a buddy of Charlie Demo, I can click on Charlie Demo circle. Doesn't have anyone in the circle yet, but I can click on the supported users circle that I'm managing, and then just click on the people that I want to chat to from their circle as well. So I can either chat with people in my own circle as the buddy, or I can choose to chat with people in the supported users circle. Okay. Has anybody had a go at doing that if they've managed to log in?
So I'm just looking at the chat, and Bumni has tried to log in, and she did, and she wanted to change her password and had some issues. And Bumni, I just posted a message to you in the chat, but now you're saying that you cannot access. It looks like you may have logged yourself out or something. So you want to tell us where you are? What's the problem?
Yeah, I also tried to do it, but it's not work.
Yeah, so Ramandeep, I know you couldn't log in because the password wasn't working for you, right? You couldn't log in at all, or did you manage to log in?
Sorry, even it's my username, it's not taken. Maybe it's VR first time, I don't know. Yes, exactly. I tried to do it, but I can't.
Okay, no problem, don't worry about this. Yeah. We will send your usernames and passwords again to everybody if you haven't received it yet. So you will get the email. And with the correct details, because maybe some of your accounts have not been set up yet. So this is the reason why you may not be able to log in, but probably not set up yet. So we'll check that, and there will be an email going out today with the correct details to everybody. I will then ask you to, once you received your details from your manager or via your email, then I will ask you to complete those tasks that we covered today. And in that email, you will also receive the activity sheet together with link to all these different videos. So you don't need to log in to access these materials. You will get that in the email as well. Then we will ask you to try to attempt to do these activities. If you have any difficulties, you can join in onto the online course support sessions every day at 4 o'clock. We have a support session, so you can just simply click on the link, and again that link will be shared with you in that email. So you can click on that link, and that takes you to a support session. So either myself, Charlie, or some other colleagues from us will be there ready to help you.
All right, yeah.
So for this week, that's what you need to complete. You need to make sure that you log in, that you complete those 5 activities, and you are confident using this. So you have the whole week to try to resolve those issues. Every day this week at 4 o'clock, you have this additional session where you can log in and have, you know, one-to-one sort of support from one of us.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Sort of, you will be, you know, you will be okay. The next session for the buddies is not until next week Wednesday. So between today and next week Wednesday, you have the time to complete those 5 simple activities with extra support available. So hope you will, you know, by Wednesday next week, you will feel comfortable and confident that you complete those tasks.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? We have 6 minutes before the end of the session. So if we can all come back, put your video cameras on so we can all see you. Feel free to unmute your microphones if you have questions. Now is your time to ask questions.
Sorry, I just really like the tool. I think the tool is fantastic. I just hope we can get it working as effectively as it should be. That's my only concern.
Yeah.
If you get issues with, you know, passwords and telephones and stuff like that, it sort of dampens the spirit a little bit.
Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry for that, but we will resolve them. The first week is always that sort of, you know,
difficult week. Yeah.
It is.
I think it's the hardest thing is like logging into a new site with a new password or whatever. And there's always teething issues there, but once you've done it a few times, that will be fine, you know, and then you'll forget all about that. But yeah, there is that kind of just having a new tool, a completely new system that you're looking at with a new login and a new URL that always is a little bit tricky, but we'll help you get over that, Ken.
Okay, thank you, Charlie. I'm really excited about the tools. I think the tools are great.
Thanks. You. Michael, you put your message in the chat. Don't worry. What I suggest that everybody who is on this call and maybe you haven't received information from your managers for various reasons, whether you were not registered yet, do please put your email address in the chat as well, so we can copy and send those information directly to you as well. So you don't need to receive that from your managers. You will receive it directly from us as well. We will communicate that to your managers too, but we can, you know, send you those information as well. So just put your email in the chat and we will email you all this information from today's session as well.
Yeah, we'll also email you a copy of that activity sheet so you can go straight from there. It'd be easy.
Maria, you have a question.
Basically, because our service user, they have issues to go through the website because they are used to go to an app. What I'm doing in the phone is, if you have an Android device, like a tablet of a phone, you can put a direct access. So what I've done is put the direct access, so they have exactly like an app. They just press the button, and because I click like keep me logged in this device, they just are directly there, so we can keep chatting. And it's much easier for service user and everybody to keep it like that in the desktop, in the phone, or in the tablet, or whatever they are using. So it works exactly like an app then.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Maria. So Ken, that was Maria's sort of tips. She started using that with the service users, and she made a link, as she mentioned earlier at the beginning of this session, that directly links straight into the app. So it makes it even easier for people to access using phones as well.
I will chat with Maria later about it.
I've got a little document actually that that we should include, so I'll make sure we include that as well as about how to bookmark the site and also add it as a link if you've got a mobile device as well. So I'll add that document in there with links to online resources, basically not our resources but other resources about how to do that.
Okay, thank you, Charlie. Altap, you had a question, please go.
Yes, we were not admitted into the meeting right from 11 o'clock. We lost 35 minutes of that. So we missed out completely on everything that was done.
Don't worry, we have recorded this session, so you have the recording. Plus, after this today, you'll receive email with all these resources and the step-by-step guide, what we were completing today. And every day at 4 o'clock, we have this online session. And again, if you put your email into the chat, you will receive the direct link to it as well, where you can click on that and there will be somebody to help you and go through those activities with you again.
All right, thanks.
Okay, so don't worry, you'll be fine. You have the whole week to complete those activities and be successful. We put all the possible support that we can. If you feel, oh, I need something else, do let us know, because we want to make this experience as good as possible for everybody.
All right.
Could I just say something, actually, just share something about the events quickly? I don't think I mentioned.
There's 1 minute left, Charlie, so hold on. Is there any other question from anybody? If not, then I will give it to Charlie the last minute. We have next session starting at 12 from well, so I'm...
So, okay, so I was just saying, on when you see the Stay Connected drop-in session here on your calendar, if you click on it, you'll see a little link to join Teams. Just click on that join Teams and you'll be straight into the drop-in session.
Yeah, which of course, if you don't successfully manage to multi-me, you may not be able to do that. This is why you will also receive that link per email.
Yes.
I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to stop recording that session. But if you have some other question and you'd like to discuss them with Charlie, so Charlie, I'm not sure, are you able to stay a little bit after this?
Yeah, and have you've definitely got a copy of all the chat, have you, Gosha?
Yes, yeah.
Good, lovely.
Recording and